All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our webinar tonight, our launches. Cedric Penn. I'm so excited about being able to share with you tonight what was shared with me just a short time ago. I'm excited about this opportunity. You're on here for a reason, and I'm excited about being able to share and give you kind of a layout. This presentation, this opportunity that you're going to hear about tonight is something that I'm very, very passionate about. I'm excited about it. And let me tell you why. Being around the industry of relationship marketing for over 25 years, you know, there's some things that most people never have access to. And a few days ago, I had a conversation with two incredible friends of mine that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, that have done some tremendous things in life as well as in business. And I walked away from that conversation like, wow. And you're listening to a gentleman that has earned over $17 million in relationship marketing. And I walked away with a whole nother appreciation of what and how to take my business and my life to a whole nother level. And that's what I'm excited about being able to share with you tonight, the special sauce, the keys to the vault. And I want you to definitely bring your head and your heart, because you're going to hear about something tonight on this webinar that can be life-changing, not only for you, but for your family, for legacies and legacies and legacies for years and years and years. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to be able to talk about from taking it from zero to $240,000 in 35 days online with zero paid ads. Zero paid ads. The first I want you to do is turn off all your distractions and take some notes. Turn the cell phone off. They know who you are. They're your family, friends. Tell them, hey, you'll get back with them here in the next 35, 40 minutes because you're on something that's life-changing. Our promise to you is simply this. We're going to help you increase your annual income with any home-based business. Doesn't matter what type of business service it is. We're going to show you exactly how to take it to the next level. We're going to help you build a profitability with no paid ads. Absolutely no paid ads, without having to harass your friends and family, the old traditional network marketing, make a list, pick up the phone, call everybody you know, and that's not the case here. Without ever getting rejected. I don't know about you, but I've been in the industry a long time. I don't like rejection still today, and we're going to show you a way to not have that crazy feeling of rejection. This strategy will help you generate an unlimited number of leads for your business, traditional business, non-traditional business. We're going to help you create a real marketing and advertising budget. See, if you want a real business, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have a budget. We're going to show you how to raise the funds for your high ticket product purchases. We're going to help you close and upsell to higher ticket products and help you explode your team with duplication. And we all know in this industry, it's not about what works, it's about what duplicates. We're going to show you how to create an explosive team duplication that you've never ever experienced before, or to have the cash flow to live the lifestyle that you always wanted. I don't know about you, but I want to live life with style. And we're going to show you right here at Black Ops exactly how to create that type of lifestyle right from the comfort of your home. See, we use a strategy every single day to scale up our sales. Every single day we scale up our sales using the strategies, and we're able to 10x our own income. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight. And this is, I can tell you right now, it can help you achieve the same goal that we're achieving right now inside Black Ops. Are you ready? Most people say they're ready, but are you truly ready? Are you truly ready to take your business, to take your life 10x? Are you ready to have more time for you? Are you ready for financial freedom? Are you ready for a breakthrough? Are you ready to be able to get up when you're done sleeping? Are you ready to sow into your church and your community? Are you ready? Because the time is now to be ready. Black Ops Underground Marketing. If you stay to the end, we're going to give you access to over what? $25,000 in added bonuses. If you stay to the end. Who am I and why should you listen to me? This is very important. Obviously, my name is Cedric Penn. I was involved in a very, very serious motorcycle accident that almost cost me my life back in 2008. I was struck by a drunk driver. A lady hit me head on a few days before Christmas, left me on the side of the road to die. And as a result of that accident, I know the reason why that accident happened. And people ask me still today, my friends and family, people that love me and care about me, ask me every single day, why do I still ride Harleys? Well, the accident wasn't about Harley Davidson. It wasn't about a drunk driver. It was about me losing focus on the principles that made me successful. See, I believe there's two sides of leadership in life. There's a servant type leadership, and there's an ego-driven leadership. Well, my core value was faith, family, and prosperity. I talked about it for years and years and years and built massive organizations and teams around those core values. And you know what? The more successful I was, the more Bentleys, the more Ferraris, the more Lamborghinis, the more homes, the less I was servant. And I had that Theo type ego, leadership type style. It was about the shiny objects. It wasn't about what the main focus of how I was become successful and how I was able to help others become successful. It was about me, and how big my check could be and how many shiny objects that I could accumulate in my house or wherever I was at that very moment. And that was the cause of that accident. I learned a valuable lesson. I will always stay on the servant leader side. I understand what my purpose is in life now. See, a couple $1 million of medical bills out of my pocket. I had to pay for it. The lady was underinsured. It actually put me into bankruptcy, major fall down. I had to dig myself out of that situation, not only physically, financially, but mentally. I went through depression. I was on a statin drug called Cymbalta. Thought about killing myself a few times. It was a tough time in my life from 2008 to 2012. And I'm humble and grateful that I'm out of it. I'm out of it now. And my background, I grew up in a very small town in southwestern Pennsylvania called Brownsville, PA. My dad was a coal miner, steel mill worker. And my dad passed away in 2003 from diabetes. And I believe a lot of it had to come with the work environment that he worked under. It was just a deteriorating type of environment. He got up early in the morning, came back late at night. His body basically shut down. I'm blessed to still have my mom. My mom's 91 years old. I just saw her yesterday. Still strong, still vibrant, still one of the individuals that hold me accountable at the highest levels and want me to go out and change the lives of other people by doing the right things and keeping what I call the pillars of success, my faith, my family, and my prosperity in order. I'm a father of two. I have a son, Cedric Jr., my daughter, Venitra. I also have two incredible grandchildren that came into this world this year, Gunnar and Mia, and I'm excited about where their lives are going to go because of Black Ops and the opportunity that I have to be able to put that financial wall around the people that I love and care about. My background, baseball. At a young age, I was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers to play baseball. I didn't go that route. I decided that I wanted to play football. I went to Purdue University, the Big Ten, played on a full ride scholarship. I left there, went to Western Kentucky, where I was All-American, signed a contract with the Indianapolis Colts. Left there, went to New Orleans, said, you know what? I got to find a job. This isn't working. The dream's over. It's time to get serious about my life. I got involved in the wireless telephony industry back in 1989. My company was called Wireless World. I started and opened my first store in Dumfries, Virginia. That grew to 31 different retailer locations from 1990 to 1998. I was able to sell that company and exit out and work for a small company by the name of AT&T Wireless and sell that business for over $12.5 million at 28 years of age. I then went on to become the vice president of sales of AT&T. I retired from there in 2001. And you know what? Before that, I was involved in relationship marketing. But in 2001, I really got super excited and really focused on how I could leverage this incredible industry of helping people grow and win in an environment that's conducive to winning. So I got into relationship marketing because of the leverage it could provide. And I was been able to partner up and be mentored by some of the best in the world. My first mentor in relationship marketing is the late, great Dave Savula. He happens to be the #1 money earner in a company called Prepaid Legal. And I learned so much from him. That was over 25 years ago. He showed me how to build systems, teams, and culture. And we've been able to go on and do some incredible things. I've been able to go to the top of 4 companies 4 different times. I happen to be the #1 money earner nutrition company. And as of last month, I'm listed on Business for Home, 73rd in the world in all-time earnings in relationship marketing. And I've helped over 17 people as we speak earn 7 figures yearly and a slew of people at 6 figures a month yearly as well as monthly. So I'm excited about that, but it all came from our creator giving me an opportunity to be around great people. I also have a nonprofit organization called the Ambassadors of Hope Ministries. where we go out in the community. We help educate and inspire youth, give them programs, athletic programs, scholastic programs, after-school programs. I'm excited and humbled to have written 3 books. 2 of them went #1 on Amazon. The 3rd one will be released very, very soon. The first one was my first book that I released July of 2010, From Broke Busted, Disgusted to $1 million a year. The MLM multi-level millionaire, that went #1 as well on Amazon. And then my 3rd one will be released here in the next couple of weeks, The 10 Biggest Mistakes to Avoid when Building a $1 million brand. And that leads me into being able to just kind of just let you guys understand the individuals that I partner with. I just don't partner with people just for money. I partner with people that have purpose. I partner with people that are grounded. I partner with people that I can grow with. I partner with people that make a difference in other people's lives. And the gentleman that I'm about to bring on first here is somebody I've known for over 15 years. From the first time I met him, he was something special. He was somebody that I loved and cared about immediately. He had a really an infectious type attitude. He was just a great family man. He was a faith-based person. And we had an incredible connection the first time we met. I remember when I flew into Canada, he picked me up and made sure I was secured and took me to the hotel. And we went on to be great friends. It's the first time that we've been able to partner in business since back 15 years ago. But I'm more excited now about what he brings to the table as a human being first and a business person second. And then the next gentleman I've known from afar for years. These gentlemen that I'm about to bring on, they're multiple 7-figure earner guys, multiple times in traditional business as well as non-traditional business. But I'm more excited about who they are as individuals and who they are as human beings, because you become who you hang out with. And these are 2 gentlemen that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Darren Little is somebody that I love, and I know you're going to love him as well and be able to see that he's very transparent on who he is as a person and what he stands for. Ari Maccabi is somebody else as well that I heard about before I even met him. I have another friend of mine that's a 7-figure earner that always mentions his name. I never had an opportunity to work with him, but I'm excited about where we're going as an organization, as a community. This is a community of people that we build people up. We don't tear them down, and we give them the skills and the belief and the passion to go out and change their lives and the people's lives they come in contact with. So Darren Little and Ari are 2 individuals that have done some incredible things. And they're going to basically go into how they were able to put $240,000 per month with a small team of 21 people and do it having a blast. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Darren Little. He's somebody that you definitely want to take great notes and pay close attention to. So Darren, I'll turn it over to you. Thanks so much for joining us. And thanks so much.
Sounds good, Cedric. If you want to maybe just share your and
All right.
Hey, Sad, you want to mute real quick? Because Darren got some crazy feedback on his side.
All right, I'm trying to get to where I need to get that done. Let me see here. I don't need that. Do it. No, I don't.
At the very top, yeah. To go ahead and stop sharing and do it at the very top.
All right.
Okay, guys. Yeah, just unshare the screen. Or Billy, you want to just do that? Okay, there we go. Okay, guys. So, guys, first of all, I want to say welcome here tonight to this exclusive and private VIP broadcast. I want you to really understand the evolution of a business, and that if you look at your business as a career, you will really start to invest in your relationships, into people, into the connections, into providing value to other people's lives. Cedric and I met probably about 20 years ago in the industry. It gives you an idea that when you have a connection, that it could be sometime in the far future that you actually do work together, or that you lock arms and that you partner. And it's really important that you get that. Ari and I have actually known each other for probably 12, 13 years on our career path, and we've just now finally locked arms. And when we did, we knew we had something special. And I want to share with you guys why. There's a lot of people that get into our industry. I don't believe they're ever properly trained, mentored, and coached on really how to put their business into vertical liftoff, coming right out of the gate, so that they can get exponential growth and 10x their income. They're never properly mentored. So all they're taught to do is to make a list of their friends and family. They're not even taught how to properly approach the people. So they end up with a ridiculous amount of rejection. Now, if you've ever been rejected before, guys, I'm telling you, it totally sucks. It lowers your confidence. It lowers your self-esteem. So I really wanted to figure out a way that I could actually help people to launch their business with no rejection, without having to harass their friends and family, to be able to generate unlimited leads using social media, to be able to close and upsell those people to higher ticket products, and how to be able to get explosive team duplication. And that's really where you want to be. Okay, that's really important, because you can have a great front line, but if you don't have actual duplication, then it's really, you're just still trading time for money. You really want to get to your business where you wake up in the morning and you maybe already have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Ari and I have been in situations where we've woken up in the morning and we started the day with a $15,000 day. Now, imagine what that would be like for you to be able to have unlimited cash flow, to be able to be in a position where you could just take your laptop computer, fly to another area of the world. I took off to visit Ari in Manila for 2 months, right? Just picked up my laptop, got a first class ticket, boom, I was off. And I spent 2 entire months with Ari in Manila, and I was still making money because I had my business with me. It's completely portable. So a lot of people talk about a home-based business, but guys, it's an anywhere business. You can be doing your business in a restaurant, in a coffee shop, in a lounge, right? A lot of times I actually do recruiting right here, just from my phone, from texting on Facebook chat. I could be in the lineup in a restaurant, hanging out with people, and I go, cool, I just made $1,000 US. And everybody's like, what? What are you talking about? I go, yeah, there it is right there, right? This thing here is magic once you understand these principles. Now, I'm going to share with you guys, when I had this vision for Black Ops, I really wanted to be able to take people underground. Now, what do I mean by underground? I mean, give you everything that I know, all the data that I have, all of the campaigns that I've run, all the copy that I write, all the images that I use. How do you become the attractor factor so that you have incoming inquiries to you, incoming Facebook requests, incoming Skype, incoming email, incoming phone, where your phone is ringing from all 4 corners of the world with people saying, I want to join your business. I mean, that would be a pretty good place to be, wouldn't it? So what happened was that I launched Black Ops, and right out of the gate, within 5 days, it generated over $24,000 in profit without spending a penny on paid advertising. So I reached out to Ari and I said, Ari, you're not going to believe what just happened here, bro. I mean, this is crazy. And what did I do? I showed him the data, right? The underground, behind the scenes. I showed him everything that I did in my campaign, all of the strategies that I used to get incoming inquiries, how many people actually inquired, and then how many people showed up for the launch event, and how many people converted. That's really what people want to know, guys. And most 7-figure income earners, they won't tell you. They keep it kind of a secret. So they tell you to make a list of your friends and family, but they don't do that themselves. Why is that? Here's why. If you have a leader and they recruit 100 people and they tell you to make a list of your top 200, just do the math. They've got 20,000 people that they're potentially going to hit. If they only recruit 2%, right, their business just grew by 400 people. So they tell you to make a list of your top 200. Now they got access to 80,000 people, right? It's just a numbers thing for them. But what they don't tell you is the amount of carnage that happens along the way. They're just lining their own pockets, but they're not even doing what they tell you to do. They do what we do, but we're the only ones that actually show you what we do. So we take you under our wing and we show you step by step how we get the type of numbers that we do. So what I want to do here is I just want to introduce you to my business partner, Ari Maccabee. And, guys, this is really cool because the time that you invest in relationships, if you really look at your business as a career versus, you know, some sort of a get rich quick thing, if you really look at this as a long-term career, you start investing in people, you start providing value. Ari, talk a little bit about what happened when I first reached out to you about this concept and what you thought you were possibly going to do and what you actually did the first month.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, you know, Darren's right. We've known each other for quite a while and never actually had the opportunity to, you know, to link up. But here's the reality. He reached out, he showed me something. The data was pretty amazing. And he showed me exactly what he was doing. And I realized, you know, hey, I write great copy. I mean, that's my forte. So one of the things I realized is I'd make one little tweak and I think I could blow this up. And I told him, I said, I'll probably do 60 grand my first month. And the very first week, I think I did about $12,000 or $15,000. And then the second week, Darren obviously got in a little trouble because what happened was I hit a $15,000 day one day, and then I had like an $8,000 day, and then I had like a $12,000 day right behind it. Then the following week, I think I did 13 grand in one day. And next thing you know, guys, the end of the month, I was over twice what I had projected. I was $128,800 in my first 30 days. Doing what we do, guys. And here's the brilliance. You know, I mean, between myself and Cedric and Darren, you know, and even Billy's on the call, we got a wealth of knowledge, guys. You know, we shared all that information freely with each other. And that's what made this very successful. We actually took techniques that we knew that worked without a shadow of a doubt because they were already making us money. And the moment that we started sharing freely, man, we started developing something. And honestly, it became crazy because, guys, in our first 6 months, we were able to generate $1.3 million in commissions, not just for ourselves. Darren and I was about $300,000 of that, but $1 million of that was to our team. Now we're talking about people that are brand new in the business. Okay, look, I got an 81-year-old lady on my business and my team, and I'll tell you right now, she never made money on the internet. She had a guy that she had used to follow that didn't help her, didn't answer any emails, didn't do anything. And all of a sudden she plugs into this and she's like, wow, you guys really teach and train, you know, and all of a sudden she's making money. Now we got people as young as 17 who made $35,000 their very first month. Guys, this has been a crazy, crazy ride. I mean, we've had people now hit $100,000 below us in their own personal income. You know, what I've seen in this system right now, what we're doing is literally second to none. It is by far one of the best things you guys could plug into because all of the training and all of the information, we're going to give that to you for free. All you got to do is take action and get started and then start plugging in and listening and going through the process and learning and then incorporate it into your business. You know, I'm a firm believer, guys, look, you can go to seminar after seminar after seminar and pick up techniques. Okay, but those techniques don't become yours until you start to practice them, until you start to integrate them, and you start to actually do them. And that's what we teach you how to do. That's the brilliance of this. We actually teach you how to take it from the learning process to the actual use process all the way through. And I think you guys will have, you know, really, truly one of the most eye-opening experiences you will ever have. And it will set you financially free, guys. Look, if you've been one of those people that, you know, like Ced and I, you know, I know at Dare too, we've all had it, guys. Because look, network marketing is an up and down industry. Just facts. I mean, I got started when I was 19. I hit it big. Next business, I hit it pretty big, but not as big. Next business, I hit it huge. And then all of a sudden I crashed for a second. And the reality of it is that's what happens in network marketing. But what we've been able to do is give you the skills to stabilize that. So your growth is constant, okay? And you're never crashing. You're never giving up income, guys. That's the most important part of the equation for Darren and myself and Ced and Billy. We want to see you guys earn and become financially free, where you can literally fire your boss, okay? Where you can cancel the alarm clock. You never have to use that thing again, except for meetings like this, unfortunately. Because I had to use it this morning. I'm in the Philippines, so you guys know, but I got 5 hours of sleep. Alarm clock went off. I jumped out of bed, showered. That's how we do, guys. We help. And it doesn't matter where we're at in the world. We literally, you know, have the capability to help you guys from all over. I mean, Darren was here. You know, we went down to Boracay. I was hanging out at the beach. We were doing live stuff in the beach. I mean, that's how it works. You know, that's the beauty of it. You can actually take what we're doing and you can travel, okay? It's portable profits. It's literally a portable profit machine if you want to call it something realistic. That's what it is. You can pick up a laptop, go wherever you want to go, plug in, get good internet, bam, you're in business again. You know, that's the brilliance of this life, guys. If you want that, we're going to give you that today. That's all I got, D.
Okay, some mute out there, that'd be great. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to really have you understand, first of all, why do so many people fail with our business model? What's the secret between moving from hitting your head against the wall to the gateway opening where you have an avalanche of income coming to you, where you've got situations like what Ari and I have had just this last, since we started in July, where we've done $15,000 in a single day. How do we do that, right? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you behind the scenes, and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the difference between what most people do and what the 7-figure income earners do. This is stuff that they don't want you to know, okay? Unless you were to give them, say, $50,000, and then they would open up the vault and they would show you. We give you this, okay? We give you our blueprint, and we show you what we do step by step, okay? So here we go, guys. Okay. So here we are. Okay, so once again, guys, my name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm also known online as the MLM Superhero. There's my pal that you just met, Ari Maccabee. Business, guys, is about relationships, and you have to start thinking long-term. You got to start thinking, do you only need 6 to 8 leaders to never, ever have to worry about money ever again for the rest of your life? Now, we're going to show you how with a little tiny team of 21 people that you can make $240,000 per year. Now, we were able to do that in 35 days. Okay, in 35 days from zero, and we didn't spend a single penny on paid ads. Now, do we recommend that you do both strategies after you have a budget, that you do some free strategies and some paid strategies? Sure we do, because you can scale up and 10x your income once you have an actual budget. But most people don't have a budget. They don't have a budget for marketing. They don't have a budget to buy their high ticket products. So they're sort of stuck. Well, what I want to do is I want you to understand the psychology behind it. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight is about the campaign that we've got rolling out right now called Blackjack, the House of Cards. Now, why do we call it Blackjack? Because you only need the magic number of 21 to literally have a life of freedom, to make more money than you've ever made before your whole life. Now, I want to talk, first of all, about some of the biggest challenges of our industry. First of all, people hate harassing their friends and family. That totally sucks. They hate getting rejected. They don't have any marketing budget to properly run their business. Now, when I say a proper budget, I'm talking about like a real company. So you want to be thinking about the number of 10 grand a month for marketing. Mike Dillard talks a lot about this in magnetic sponsoring, starting off at, say, $500 per month for your marketing and eventually getting up to $10,000 a month. Those are the real numbers, guys, if you want to start to get to 7 figures. They don't have enough capital to purchase their high ticket products. Now, a lot of high ticket companies, those numbers can be between 5,000 all the way up to 100,000. Well, where are they going to get that type of money? We're going to show you how to actually raise the money using your business as a capital generator, like an ATM machine. Now, the other thing is that they don't know how to generate leads to have a steady stream of qualified buyers looking at their business opportunity. That is a huge problem, okay, right there. They don't have quality leads and qualified buyers looking at their opportunity. They also don't know how to close an upsell. Even if I was to hand you 20,000 leads, what would you do with those leads? What would you say to those people? Because most people come from features and benefits, trying to pitch or convince people that they have the opportunity, and that's not our industry. We're in a relationship business. It's all about the other person, their vision, their dream, their pain, their problem, and their passion. Right? It's not about your business, guys. And we really teach you to understand how to properly connect with people. Now, they don't know how to get team duplication. Now, if you don't have team duplication, you don't really have leverage, right? Freedom, right? It's like J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have, 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So a lot of people doing a little tiny bit, and you get paid a little bit off of a whole lot. And that's really the power. They also don't know how to market to become the attractor factor. That means incoming inquiries, incoming requests, incoming leads, incoming calls. They don't know how to do that because they're out pitching their business opportunity. Now, let's take a look at understanding target marketing. Now, if this blue line represents the North American population, the green area represents the personal development industry. The home-based business industry is actually a sliver inside of the personal development industry. So our business of network marketing, direct sales, MLM, affiliate marketing, guys, it's really a personal development leadership business model. And once you really get that and understand that, and you have mentors that can help you to break through, to get to the next level, you will never have to worry about money ever again, okay? Now, there's really only two types of people that get in our industry in the first place. They're either in a state of transition, or they've reached a breaking point in their life, or it's a combination of those two things, okay? State of transition, breaking point, or combo. Most people that work a 9-to-5 job, for the most part, guys, they don't even qualify to be in our industry. It's really people that want more, people that are on the path of personal development, people that are reading Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich. They're attending T. Harv Eker. They're going to Tony Robbins events. Those are the people that want more. They look at themselves like they're peak performers because they want to go next level. They want to get to 7 figures and beyond. Those are the people that you really want to go after. People that listen to Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy. Those are the people that are the drivers that you want in your business. Keep in mind, you only need 6 to 8 to never, ever have to worry about money ever again, okay? Now, let's take a look at the home-based business industry. There's a 97% failure rate. And I believe because people don't get properly mentored and coached on how to do this industry in the first place, there's only 0.1% of the people that make more than $400 a month. 0.1. So how the heck can we have 17-year-old kids making $35,000 their very first month in business? Think about that. How can we help somebody just get straight out of prison and make 28 grand his very first month in business? How's that possible? How can we help a single mother with 2 kids work part-time and make over 10,000 their first month? Or a part-timer that's a full-time engineer make 13 grand his first month? Because they're getting properly trained. Now, there's 2 things that you have to be successful in any business. And I don't care if you've got a restaurant, a nightclub, if you've got a retail outlet, you could have a dry cleaning out. Doesn't matter what you have, guys, okay? If you don't have these 2 things, your business will go under. You have to have a steady stream of leads, qualified buyers, people that are looking at your business opportunity or looking at your product or service, and you have to have more cash flow. Businesses have monthly burn rate. Okay, so you've got your lease, you've got your staffing costs, your computers. If you're at home, you've probably got rent or mortgage, a car payment, school costs for your kids, food, travel, entertainment. All those things are your monthly burn rate. And if you take away the leads and you take away the cash flow, the business will go under. So you have to be able to help people to do both of those areas, to be able to not only have a steady stream of new customers, but have constant cash flow that's going to sustain their business so that they can start scaling up. Now, what's the answer to that? It's truly millionaire mentoring. Being able to literally walk across a minefield with a minesweeper in front of you saying, oh, no, don't go there. Don't step there, right? It will literally save you tens of thousands of dollars in failed attempts and a lot of frustration because you're not going to be making the most common mistakes that people make, right? I mean, it makes sense, right? Tony Robbins says, find somebody that's getting the results that you want, duplicate what they're doing, and you'll get the same results that they get too. It doesn't matter what, even if you wanted to lose weight or have a good relationship, be totally in love, it doesn't matter what the category is. If you have somebody that you can have mentor you and you can do what they do, you'll get the same results too. Now, here's what most people do in these type of businesses. And I want to, first of all, really have you focus on a high ticket type of situation. So most people, what they do, that's their primary business, and they use their own money to invest into the products and training. Well, guys, some of these high ticket companies can go up to $100,000. So they max out their credit cards, they take a loan from the bank, they use up all their savings, or they maybe even take a second mortgage out against their home, and they have no money left. So they've got to learn free strategies. They don't have any money for a marketing campaign. Now, what these companies do not tell you is it's going to typically take you between 2 and 4 years of a learning curve to be able to learn these free strategies. Now, there's also more risk of your own personal capital. So you've got monthly auto ships. Most of these companies want you to go to 4 events per year, 1 every quarter. And so if you've got if you're in Europe and you got to come to North America with a spouse, that trip might cost you $5,000 or $6,000 times 4 per year, times 2 to 4 years. So start to do the math of what it really would cost to get your business off the ground, even if you're in North America. And they typically have events in Las Vegas, Dallas, things like that, larger city metropolis areas, maybe California. It's still going to cost you $2,500 to $3,500 for you and your spouse to get within North America, pay for the event, pay for your accommodations, your food and everything while you're away. And that all adds up big time, right? Most people don't have that type of cash flow. So here's what happens. Unfortunately, they never reach the 3rd step. So they never get to the point where they can make money and reinvest it because they're stuck between number 1 and number 2. They either don't have the money for the products, they don't have the money for the marketing plan or the marketing budget, or they're in a situation where the timeline is too long to get them into cash flow, so they end up going under between steps 1 and 2. Here's what the 7-figure formula is. This is what we do. We always have something on the front end. When we work today, we get paid today. So we're going to show you how you can start making $1,000 commissions daily, like what we do, and that's going to fund your business, okay? That's like a front-end ATM machine that is going to actually pay for everything now. So imagine if you had a business and you were like in my position, and in 5 days you made over 24 grand. Right? Now the business is going to pay for your events. The business is going to pay for your high ticket products. The business is going to run your ad campaign, not your credit card. Okay? Now, in the event that you were with, myself and Ari, in 35 days we made $240,000. So now we're in a position where we can outsource. We could hire copywriters, we could hire designers, we could hire people that are experts in SEO or blogging or whatever, and now we have an actual real company. Now here's the difference. I call this the Donald Trump or the Robert Kiyosaki model. It's called other people's money, OPM. So there's no risk of your own personal capital. The business ATM on the front end is funding everything. Now, 7-figure income earners, they typically use either ClickBank, they use JV Zoo products, or they purchase the reseller rights to a product where all of that money is going to go to them directly. So when they make a sale, they get paid the money directly. The same day, guys. The same day that you make the sale. You don't have to wait 2 weeks, a month, 6 weeks. Some of the high-ticket companies, you don't get paid for 3 months, right? So it's very important for you to understand the business needs cash flow. The business needs to function. The 7-figure model helps you to actually build your list for free at a profit that's going to fund everything. And now here's the magic. You end up with multiple revenue streams, multiple situations where you rise to the top of the leaderboards in record time. So when Ari and I will roll something out, because this is the model that we use, we're building a list of qualified buyers on the front end, but we're making money as we're doing it. And then we provide them with value. We teach them the 7-figure model, so they move into profit very, very quickly. Their very first month they're in profit. And then they end up with multiple revenue streams. Why? Because they have an actual budget. They have a budget to properly run their business. They have a budget for their ad campaign. They have a budget to go into other business opportunities. And they're only doing one thing, guys, one thing. You need to build a list of qualified buyers. That's it, okay? Now, some opportunities are going to cater to some, other opportunities are going to cater to others, but the core of your foundation should always be personal development, leadership, and providing value, training to really help people get to their personal breakthrough. And that's why I'm so excited about Cedric and locking arms right now and partnering up with myself and Ari, because he has so much incredible value. Guys, you have no idea the amount of value and the amount of years of experience and really understanding the psychology of the marketplace that he can pass that on to you now, right? So when you get the combination of 3 7-figure income earners working together in a unit, you just end up with a lot more breakthroughs and a lot faster breakthroughs. Now, how do you get to an explosive team duplication with Black Ops with our Blackjack 21? Here's what's cool. The first thing that you do is you find a product that hits mass market and mass appeal. Now, what does that mean? It means that it has to cater to everyone, every company. Doesn't matter if you're in skincare, nutraceuticals, prepaid legal, if you're in online tools, energy drinks, weight loss, it doesn't matter, guys, okay? You've got to have something that is generic, that's going to cater to every single company. It's called mass market and mass appeal. Now, it has to be something that everybody not only wants, but needs, and it has to pay people the most amount of money for the least amount of effort. This is really critical. So I'm not talking about having you go out and build a team of 100,000 people, right, to make 100 grand, right? What if you could build a team between you and your team and you could make $100,000 with only 101 people on your team? What would be the power of that? Think about that. It's a whole different ballgame when you're dealing with little tiny numbers like that. Now, it has to provide incredible value to the marketplace, and people need to get paid the exact same day that they sell it. That is the front end ATM. There's no waiting to get paid. You make a sale, boom, you get paid immediately, right, from that sale. Now, a small team of only 21 people can pay $20,000 a month or $240,000 a year. And with massive action, you can actually exceed that. We have tons and tons of people, like I said, as young as 17 that made $35,000 their very first month. A lot of people can do that in 30 to 90 days. If they use our strategies, they use our help and support, they show up for training, and they just take action. Now, how do you hit mass market? How do you hit mass market industry-wide? You want to focus on these 2 key areas. The first one is personal development and leadership training. Every single person and every single company needs that to get to the top of the leaderboards. The other thing you want to focus on is marketing strategies, lead generation strategies. How can you use marketing to become the attractor factor? Social media, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook Live, blogging. What are the strategies? How can you fast track yourself to the top? And what are the easiest and simplest ways to be able to 10x your income? Okay, this is the critical point. Now, what happens is that you can start popping $1,000 commissions. So what we do is we find something of incredible value where we purchase the reseller rights to the product. Okay, it's very important, guys. That means that you don't have to create any content. You don't have to create any value. You purchase the reseller rights to this product, And that now you become the vendor. So the reseller rates are $99 per quarter or $299 per year. And the product sells for $1,000, but that now gets paid to you as the vendor. Okay, very, very important. Now, the Personal Development Legends Vault, we have some big names in here, people like Ray Higdon, who made about $4 million in his coaching business, Tracy Walker, who did a couple $1 million in Empower Network, Todd Falcone, Randy Schroeder, Greg Gomez, Evan Clausen, Jack Zufeld. I'm actually in there with an interview as well. And this alone, guys, I'm telling you, just this vault is worth the value of the product. If you just listen to these interviews, one per day, and then repeat that again, your entire business will transform. No kidding. Because you start to get into the vibrational resonance of seven-figure income earners. You start to understand their mindset. What do they do on a daily basis? What are their action steps? What are their strategies that they use? What's their story of personal breakthrough, right? One per day all the way through, and then start back at the beginning again. Now, we also have a great thing from Jack Zufeld here on mindset. He's the author from DNA Success. There's also something in there from The Village. It's kind of behind the scenes of the movie called The Secret. Really powerful content in here. And then there's also a wellness section. Now, here's what's cool. We've got this marketing vault, this library of so many different strategies, so many things that you can do to generate incoming leads for your business. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a realtor, a mortgage broker, an insurance agent in the automotive industry, in retail. You could have a hotel, motel, a nightclub. You could be selling weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals. Guys, this is generic. It can help anybody in any business. Here's a perfect example. One of my students that is going through this training, she's actually a realtor. She made an additional $33,000 in commissions just from getting access to this training. I've got a full-time engineer working part-time. He got 2 pay raises, a job promotion, a $30,000 consulting contract, plus he made an additional $40,000 online. He tripled his income in 9 months, tripled. Right? So that's the power of this. This is completely generic for any type of business. Now, here's the type of results. This is a mother with 2 kids. She worked on a part-time basis, $10,000 her very first month coming out of the gate. Okay. Here's another great story. This is the engineer right here, Justin James Grabko, $13K his very first month. This is the guy that tripled his income in 9 months. Here's another great story. Kim was a personal trainer. She did fitness type stuff, really had the vision to be able to get into traveling around the world, $16,000 in her very first 7 weeks. Here's another great story. Jeff Lynn has now turned into a powerhouse in the industry. He's on the leaderboards constantly now from what he learned in Millionaire Mentoring. Guys, I'm talking about anything you market, anything. So we now see Jeff's name rising up to the top of the leaderboards anytime he gets involved in something. He made $25,000 in his very first 5 weeks in business. Really powerful. Now, this is a very inspirational story. Robbie Godsell is actually 17 years old. He made $35,000 in his first 30 days, over 50 grand in 6 weeks, starting from zero. And when he first got involved, and I was in a situation where I was taking a group of people under my wing, guys, he didn't have the money. He was literally calling me 2-3 times a day. Darren, is there any spots left? My money hasn't come in yet. I want to be one of these people. I want to take my life to the next level. He had a burning desire to break through, to take his life to the next level. And literally the moment that he started, he showed up, he was coachable, he took massive action, and he literally created that ATM machine where it was an unlimited amount of income. And he had a goal. He wanted to make at least $1,000 a day. He ended up making $35,000 his very first month. Now he's got multiple streams of income, guys. That's the power. He's now one of his streams of income, he does Forex, right? Another one of his income streams, he does Bitcoin, cryptocurrency stuff. So here he is at 17 years old. There is a high probability, guys, by the time he hits 20, that he will be a millionaire. 17 years old. Now, imagine what it would be like if your kids were learning this information coming right out of high school, right? Even if it was just on the side, even if it's just part-time, they can make more money going through millionaire mentoring than a lot of people make working a full-time job. In fact, we have people make more money in a month than people make working a whole year in a full-time job. Now, this was actually my first month coming out of the gate. I made $108,000. Quite honestly, it blew me away. Now, keep in mind, that is not a lot of transactions to make $108,000. That means between me and my team, I did 109 sales. Between my whole team and me, we did 109 sales, right? Now, that's not a lot of sales if you understand this industry to make that type of level of income. Now, along comes Ari, right? Ari when he sees his name as number 2, guys, I got to tell you, I think he has sleepless nights. I think he'd stay up for 3 days just so he could get the number 1 position. So along comes Ari, boom, right? And he hits 131,100 in 33 days, right? So in 35 days, combined between us, we did $240,000 in profit. Now, what I want to do is I want to explain to you the power of this pay plan and why people are so excited. So let's say that is your sponsor. They're the person that is currently the vendor of the product, and you buy it. So you just purchase the product, and now you show up for mentoring, and you learn the power of attraction marketing, and you learn how to actually make your first sale. Your first sale is what's called a qualifier. Okay, so now after that, you are qualified, right? So that sale is going to go to your sponsor for helping coach and train you. And now you're blackjack qualified, and you're qualified to make $1,000 days, right? $1,000 commissions. So what happens next? Right now, we're going to teach you how to make 5 sales or build a team of 5 more people. But here's the power, guys. Keep in mind that as you help those people, you're going to now start to make an incredible amount of income. So you bring in 5 people, you're now Jack Club qualified. You have just made $5,000 right out of the gate. Now, I can tell you that if you were in a conventional MLM company or network marketing, to hit 5 grand would take a considerable amount of ramp up time and a significant size team. So you've now got a team of 6 people, but guess what happens when you help them? They just sent you $5,000 when you help them become qualified. So now you're Queen Club qualified, and you have now made 10 grand. Now, those are 2 little tiny baby steps, guys, trust me, to get to $10,000. There's people that have been in their own home-based business for 2, 3, 4, 5 years that still are not making $10,000 in a single month. We have people doing that coming right out of the gate their very first month. Okay, no joke. Now, this is the exciting thing here, because once you have a little tiny group of people like this, that is not a lot of people. That's you plus 11 people. You've already made 10 grand, okay? Now, what's next? Those people just sent you 5 more people for your team. So what are you going to do now? You're going to help them. You're going to help them make their first sale. They're going to plug into our training and coaching. And now you're King Club qualified, and you have already made $15,000, guys. But they just sent you 5 more people. So what are you going to do now? You're going to help them the same way. So your team's up to 16 people. You're going to help this next group, help them make 1 sale each. Boom. Now you're up to Ace Club qualified. You've already made $20,000 bucks. Now, that is not a difficult task, and this is why we have so many people making so much money coming out of the gate. I mean, heck, guys, if a guy can literally get out of prison and apply our strategy to make 28 grand his first month, I think it was actually 28.5. If a 17-year-old kid can make 35,000 his first month, if somebody that has a little bit of marketing experience, we help to make 45,000 his first month and 100 grand in 4 months. What are the possibilities? What are the possibilities? Single moms, part-timers, it doesn't matter how much time as long as it's quality time. Somebody says, I only have one or 2 hours a day and I got weekends. Great, right? We can show you how to recruit new reps into any business in as fast as 6 minutes. No joke, 6 minutes. And you can't do that coming from pitching people. It only happens when you understand how to provide value, right? And you can leverage the value from us. So there's the magic number, 21. 21 people takes you to a $20,000 month. Now, all you're going to do now is to help the new 5 people that keep on coming in to your business. You're going to put them into mentoring. You're going to put them into training. You're going to leverage myself. You're going to leverage Ari. You're going to leverage Cedric, and your business is going to go into explosive momentum. So here's how this works. You make 1 sale and you become blackjack qualified to make $1,000 commissions. You now get Jack Club qualified by making 5 sales of the Genesis Elite product library. That already puts you into a $5,000 a month, guys. Okay, $5,000 for the month. Now, to get Queen Club qualified, you're going to help those 5 people make 1 sale each of the Genesis Elite product library. You now have 11 personally sponsored people, and you've made $10,000. Okay. Now, when you look at that number of 10,000 and you see that little tiny number of 11, I can tell you that people get so excited because of that, because they leverage off of our presentations and our training, and they don't have to do it. They earn while they learn. So they leverage off 7-figure income earners to get to 10,000, and now they have an income story for themselves. King Club qualified, you help your new 5 people make 1 sale each. You've now got 16 personally sponsored people. You've already made $15,000. Now, Ari and I have had days where we've already done that in a single day. Okay, 1 day, right? Now, keep in mind, when your team starts to grow, you're getting the qualifying sale from every single person that you bring in. Every person that you have on your team is sending you a qualifying sale, but the person is like you personally sponsored them. So the next person, you're getting their pass up, and the next person, you're getting their pass up, and it's going to go to infinity, guys. Infinity. There's no levels. It goes to infinity forever. Now, at Ace Club qualified, you're going to help your new team of 5 make 1 sale each. You're now at 21 people, $20,000, $20,000 month for a team of 21 people. Now, keep in mind, some of those sales may actually be brought in by some of your teammates, right? That means that combined between you and your team, if you did 21 sales, you'd make $20,000 your very first month. Very powerful. Now you're ready to move to the World Series as a leader. Continue to help the new 5 people make 1 sale each a month, and now you've got 20 new first sales between you and your team to make $240,000 a year. How would your life be different if you had a $240,000 yearly income by just showing up, taking notes and taking action? Now, that's the house of cards. The ultimate hand is really just 21 people, guys. That's your goal. That's your target. A team of 21 people, and help them make 1 sale each per month, and boom, you are at $240,000 a year. Now, if Ari and I could do that in 35 days, trust me, if you're leveraging our training and you're leveraging our presentations and you're getting the knowledge and skills from somebody like Cedric, who's made over $17 million in this industry, you are in good hands. Okay. Now, you may not have ever even been in this situation before, quite honestly, guys, truth be known, because most people that have made these type of numbers that we've made, they won't share this stuff with you. They won't take you behind the scenes. They won't give you their copy, their emails, their campaigns that they run, the ads that they run. They won't do that. They keep it in the vault. They keep it secret, because if they shared it with you, they would be making more competition for themselves. But we all come from an abundant universe. It's holographic. There is no lack, guys. Lack is an illusion. So you will learn a lot of these strategies on how to get into the abundance mindset, how to be able to believe internally, because it all starts inside, guys. It's an inside job. That's why we tell people that you're really in a personal development industry, because you got to feel worthy. You got to feel deserving. You got to feel that abundance is your birthright. You got to feel that there's not enough money in the world that can pay you for your worth. And that's when the gateway opens. That's when the money starts pouring in. So remember, you've got your person that you're purchasing the product from, you make your sale, cha-ching, you are now qualified to make $1,000 days. And I've actually got a student right now that's 83 years old, right? He just enrolled. He sent me a notification today saying he had his very first sale coming in. That's his first day, guys. His very first day, 83 years old. Now, a lot of people say, well, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I disagree with that. I believe those people have never had a proper mentor. So he went through the training. He took action. His first day, within less than 24 hours, he's now moving into a situation to become qualified, $1,000 sales. And he sent me a message. You could tell it was a very heartfelt message from him. He says, you know what? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is finally what I've been looking for to get real millionaire mentoring to take my life to the next level. He said, you're never too old to be able to go for your dream. 83 years old, guys. Perfect example of what's possible. Now, what if we were to do this? What if we were to give you our entire campaigns that have generated as much as $900,000 in team commissions within 3 months? 90 days from a complete flat start, and we didn't spend a single penny on paid ads. 900 grand we did in 3 months. What if we were to write all the sales copy that you needed to start popping these $1,000 commissions? What if we were to give you all of our value-based campaigns, our follow-up campaigns that we use, the promotional campaigns, right from A to Z, everything from A to Z that we do, and we handed it to you so that you could use a 7-figure campaign? Think about the power of that. What if we were to show you what type of Facebook content creates interaction? How do you post something to be in a situation like Cedric? We showed him one strategy, guys, and within a 24 to 48 hour period of time, he had 145 incoming inquiries. Now, at $1,000 per sale, he's literally sitting on a gold mine of $145,000. He just started, right? This is his first launch call that he's ever done with us. And right now, he could literally go collect $145,000. It's just sitting there waiting for him. That's the power. Now, what if we taught you how to recruit new reps into any business? Doesn't matter what you're in 6 to 45 minutes. Okay. Now, the best time that I've actually done on a live broadcast using our content formula, using specific questions that we ask, guys, get this, within 60 seconds, I got somebody to enroll into my business. 60 seconds. Now, that would not be possible if I was trying to convince him that my opportunity was for him. Okay. It's all about the other person. That's what you've got to understand. And it's called the polarity of the magnet. And we go over it in detail in our Millionaire Mentoring. What if we were to give you access to a private Facebook group, not only filled with tons more marketing strategies, but 1,300 people from all over the world. So it doesn't matter if you work night shift, day shift, whatever shift, right? There's going to be somebody from someplace in the world that's there to support you. It's like having 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, international support. Now, because I'm in Canada and Ari is over in Manila, we're on opposite sides of the world, right? Cedric's about 3 hours ahead of me on the time zone. So between the three of us, you know that you're going to get leadership support. This isn't, get into the program and, okay, we'll see you at the top, right? We don't do that. We do ongoing millionaire mentoring, ongoing coaching, ongoing training so that you can become the attractor factor and that you can completely, totally change every aspect of life. Now, the question really is this. You want to start popping $1,000 commissions daily, guys? Because I'm telling you, it's like popcorn. They start like pop, 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 pop. And it's a phenomenon. When we have brand new newbies that are making $40,000 they were living on their credit cards, buying groceries off their credit cards, and in 60 days they made 40 grand. One of my students just wrote her own book and is now going to publishing within 2 months, guys. She made 40 grand. She wrote a book and it's in publishing right now. She's already moved into leadership. She's totally stepped into her power. She's actually going to be doing the broadcast in the month of July. Think about how fast track that was for her just by going through Millionaire Mentoring. And you can have the exact same thing yourself. So here's what you'll get. Now, I want you to really think about this when I'm talking about that most seven-figure income earners won't even give you this, okay? First of all, we talked about the Genesis Elite product library. It's $1,203.95. That includes our automated system that we put together, and that will actually help you to start making $20 commissions, $100 commissions, and $1,000 commissions. So when you think about how much you're making from the price point, it's actually really, that's what I'm saying about getting the most amount of value in commission with the least amount of effort, right? So that will allow you to start having $1,000 days. The next thing is 90 days of Millionaire Mentoring. And these are our actual prices that people pay us, guys, right? You can go to my website. You can see it right on my website under mentoring and coaching. One session's $1,000. 90 days is 10 grand. A full year is 40,000 bucks. Those are real prices and real value that you get. The next thing is 2 hours of live recruiting training. Imagine what it would be like if you could actually watch me live do recruiting. Like you're looking over my shoulder and I'm explaining the entire process as I'm going through it with you. Okay, very, very cool. The next thing is our top secret traffic source. There's people that will go out and they'll spend tens of thousands of dollars on traffic and it won't convert. We give you the exact same traffic sources that we use personally, right? We don't keep it to ourselves. We give you all of our stuff. We give you all of our contacts, our copywriters, our designers from India so that you can get the highest quality of design for the least amount of cost. We'll help people do their branding that here in North America would cost $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 all the way up to $10,000, and they'll get their whole thing at pennies on the dollar, fraction of that cost, right? So we help save you money with our contacts. The next thing is Black Ops Underground Marketing. This is our entire campaigns that we used, our email follow-up sequences, the content we write, the psychology behind the content we write, which is really critical. Now that is a total value of $25,200.95, okay? And, you know, in the event that you would actually go to seven-figure income earners and ask them to share these secrets, you would actually pay even more than that, okay? True story, guys. So now here's the cool thing. Cedric came on board and he said, Darren, you know, I know that you guys got a lot of value, okay? But I want to go to the end of the earth for my people, okay? Which I love to hear. I love it when people say that because that is the definition of a heart-centered leader, somebody that wants your breakthrough. They want to see you get into a full-time income. Now, he's going to be talking about the 10 things that you must know to be a seven-figure income earner. Now, this is a guy that's made over $17 million, and I can tell you for a fact that you're going to be going through pages and pages and pages of notes while you're on this broadcast. It will be live. It will be interactive. You will have a chance to ask him questions, and it's literally like being up close and personal with Cedric D. Penn himself, okay? Now, keep in mind, he's already got 2 best-selling books on Amazon. He's on his 3rd book that's coming out right now. This is the true seven-figure secrets, the true seven-figure formula. That is an additional $3,000 bonus if you click that link below right now and you take action and you join right now. Now, here's the thing, guys. He can't offer this to everybody because he wants to give people personal time, okay? He wants you to actually have a breakthrough. He wants for you to have the light bulbs go on when you're in that 3-hour Super Saturday, okay? Now, the Super Saturday is going to be July 1st at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and the deadline for activating is the Friday night before, June 30th at midnight Eastern Standard Time, okay, at midnight. So he's got to find out who's in, right, to get you all the links to go onto the live broadcast with them. Guys, this is live, okay? This is a live and interactive session with a guy that's made over $17 million, and he's putting it in right now as a bonus for you if you throw your hat over the wall and you want to change your life forever and you take action tonight, okay? Now, you can get started right now popping $1,000 commissions. We've got people of all walks of life, all ages, 17 all the way up to 83 years old, and they're all doing it, guys. They're all doing it following this secret. Now, this is a $28,200.95 value. And guys, for a limited time right now, if you take action, we're doing this as a special thing for Cedric. You're not going to have to pay that. In fact, you're not going to have to even pay $20,000, $15,000, $10,000, $5,000, not even $2,500. Tonight for a limited time, if you take action right now and you say, I want to change my life. Cedric, I want to go to the next level. I want to be on your 3-hour Super Saturday. Guys, it's only $1,203.95. Now, here's the thing I will tell you. Like I said, he wants to make this personal. He wants for you to be up close and personal with him. He can only take 25 spots right now, okay? So all I can tell you is when those 25 spots are gone for that Super Saturday, the doors are going to close and boom, that's done, okay? So there's a sense of urgency that if you want to get into that personal time with Cedric so that you can find out those 7-figure secrets. I mean, I'm blown away when I hear that number, guys, quite honestly. Anybody who's made over $17 million in our industry has a ridiculous amount of value that they can share with you to fast track you to the top, to literally take away all the barricades, to open up that gateway to freedom so that you can truly live a life of freedom and travel the world and give back to your community, give back to your church, truly make a difference. I call it being a ripple in the community, a ripple in your family, a ripple in your church, and really, truly leaving a legacy behind for you and your family. So get started right now. Throw your hat over the wall. Click that link below. Guys, there's only 25 spots available, and I'm telling you, they're going to go super fast. You know, I can tell you that when I did this rollout for myself, it was literally like wildfire. Robbie Godsaw was lucky that he got in the front door, but look the type of money that he made. He made over $50,000 in his very first 6 weeks. So what I'm going to do, guys, right now is I want to reach back out here to Cedric, and let's see if I can hand back the baton here. Okay, there we go. So Cedric, are you there?
Hit the unmute button at the top, Ced.
All right. All right. Thanks so much, Darren. Appreciate it, Ari. Appreciate everybody jumping on. You know, this is one of those times in your life that you got to make a decision. And I believe, you know, the biggest decision you'll ever make is the one that you're going to be successful no matter what. And now it's about taking action. You know, Darren said some things that resonate with me. Every time I hear it, you know, it makes sense. I remember when I made that decision, you know, years ago that I was going to be successful in this industry, and I went on to do it. And today's one of those days. You got to make a decision and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to change my family's legacy, and it starts right now. So we're excited. I'm looking forward to seeing some success stories from this webinar and going out and changing a lot of people's lives. And those first 25 people, I'm telling you, this will be a decision that you'll be grateful for, and you'll be so excited that you did it. And you'll look back on today's date and say, you know what? That was the day that I made it happen. That was the day, you know, June 19, 2017, when I said, you know what? No more waking up to alarm clocks. No more robbing Peter to pay Paul. No more being broke, bust, and disgusted. It's time for financial freedom and time to have the life that you deserve. So I appreciate everybody jumping on. Definitely get to the link if you're excited about it like I am. I'm looking forward to it. We're ready to take people to the next level, and let's break through together. Take care, everybody. Good night.